This is what Ryan Finley told me yesterday that he was asked at the combine, the weirdest one he got. I'm starting with the back row again. Fritzy, you're up. I wanted to know all of your responses. Fritzy, would you rather come in first in a 100-meter dash or second in a marathon?
I think life and one's professional career is more of a marathon than a quick race. Even though this may be a trick question and I'm supposed to pick first place over second place, I'm going to go with the marathon because that's more of what's realistic to what you experience in daily life and your career to last a long time and not be a quick one-hit wonder or something.
Okay, I'm taking notes, by the way, as to what my read would be if I were the GM or the head coach in the room, and I am writing it down and giving you a grade based on your logic. This is the Danette official combine interview question and how you will be judged on whether or not I draft you the next time I go on Pardon My Take podcast and they make me list you guys in order of who I like the most. Remember when they did that? That was really unfair. I put Paulie last just because I knew Paulie could handle it.
There you go.
McLovin.
No contest. I'd rather win the 100. To me, if you come in second in the marathon, you're a loser. In fact, when people say I just ran the New York City Marathon and they expect me to give them a high five, I'm like, why, you lost? What the heck do I care? To me, and by the way, neither of them is a real accomplishment because if there's no ball in it, it's not a sport. But 100 is at least closer to real athletics.
Okay. Seton? Just so people know again, the question, would you rather come in first in a 100-meter dash or second in a marathon? We have 20 people in the room, Seton, that are all staring at you right now and in part forming an opinion about your financial security for your unborn kids based on your answer to this question. Think about it carefully.
I want to win. I want to come in first.
Paulie.
I could see the admirability of working to be in a marathon and finishing second in a marathon and how long it takes to prepare for 26 miles. But I can never choose to finish second in anything. I would never choose to finish second. I'd rather be the fastest man on earth than the second place in a marathon. I always want to win.
Okay. Are you guys ready to hear my breakdowns of your thoughts? Okay. I will start with Fritzy. Fritzy, I must say I am not shocked. You came in dead last. And you got the lowest grade.
Wow.
You cannot possibly say you'd prefer to come in second. The people that think about coming in second. No, and by the way, Fritzy's not alone. Look at my Twitter feed, at Ross Tucker NFL. There's a lot of people that got real deep with it and thought, if you're second in a marathon, that means all the time and training you put in. It means you're resilient. The NFL season's a marathon, not a sprint. It shows your dedication, blah, 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 blah. You cannot ever say that you want to come in second. Seton.
Well, but people who are talking about running a marathon and being like, but what about all the training and what about all the dedication or whatever, as if you just step on the track for 100 meters and never train for that ever. Those people are training just as hard as somebody who runs a marathon. They just don't run in as long of a distance. Sure they are.
What if I just said the four of you run a 100-meter dash?
Yeah, you could say that. How about the four of us go run a marathon?
But
eventually you're going to finish.
But the marathon's hard to run. You'd have to train for the marathon. You could win. How do you know that the 100-meter dash they're referring to is not the four of you? And, okay, so Seton, you beat McLovin, who's not that coordinated, Fritzy, who's out of shape, and Paulie, who, I don't know. I don't think – they're not saying you're winning the Olympics. They're just saying, would you rather win a 100-meter dash or would you rather come in second in a marathon? You come in second in a marathon. Now, there might have been only two people, but you still ran a marathon.
Well, yeah, then you might as well finish in 450th.
Second up is McLovin. McLovin, also not surprisingly, you came in second to last.
Well, at least I'm glad. I thought it was I got to be honest, I thought it was a trick question and you might want to answer marathon because it was so obvious to go first in 100.
See, but here's the thing. I'm in your head and you're in your own head, which is why you got third place. On a scale of 1 to 10, Fritzy, I gave you a 3 You had some logic, which I appreciated, but you still can't say you'd rather be second. McLovin, I gave you a 5.5.
Nice.
I liked your answer. I thought you got a little cocky. I'm a little bit worried about your attitude in the locker room. If it's not a ball, it's not a sport. You know, like you got a little bit, I'm a little worried.
What position? What if I was a wide receiver with that attitude?
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm not looking for that attitude, Antonio.
Well, you
Okay?
would have read me correctly because I am a diva.
Yes, you came across as a little bit of a diva, a little too cocky, arrogant. It was just a little too much for me, right? Like, I think you gave the quote-unquote right answer. You just gave too much of it.
Does that happen in interviews where guys can come off go too far in the confidence?
Yeah. That's one of the supposed knocks, right, on Kyler Murray is that he's cocky, right? He didn't really come across as cocky when he was on with you guys, by the way. Seton, again, I'm not surprised at all. As I would have predicted ahead of time, Seton, you came in first. It was so simple. It was so perfect. I gave you a 9 on a scale of 1 to 10.
Nice.
You said, first, I want to win.
Yeah,
And
right to the point.
That was it.
See, I would take Paul's answer over mine, just because he said I can never sign up to finish second in anything, which is really your logic, almost verbatim.
Right, but you just said it so simply, like as if there was no debate in your mind. Like, first, I want to win. I think that they would really like that answer. That came across as sincere and natural. Paulie's came across as he was the fourth guy to go and thought about it a little too much, like the exact right thing to say.
That might be true.
Like, coach, I could never sign up to be anything other than, you know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
Paulie sounded like that's what Charlie Casserly told him to say.
Whoa,
right?
whoa.
Wow.
You know, you signed up for the Charlie Casserly School of Combine Prep. Seton, you sound like a normal kid that just said, first, I want to win. So Seton wins as he normally does. Fritzy.
But isn't there something to be said for a happy medium where some of these scouts or front office execs, they want to hear a little elaboration or a little more explanation about your answer? Or do you think most of them just want to get right to the point? Give me a quick short sentence or two. Give me your answer. I didn't ask you to give me a whole story about why you came to that conclusion.
Here's what I would say. That's a good question, Fritzy. Here's what I would say. In my experience with football coaches and general manager, front office executives, they will never hold it against someone that talks less, but they will hold it against you if you talk more.
I'm out there.
They don't like people. Like for rookies, they say you should be seen but not heard. I've never heard a coach or an executive that just thinks, I wish this player would talk more. The way you ingratiate yourself the most is if you keep your mouth shut and you do the work and you do what they say. And if you say anything, you're a yes, sir, no, sir kind of guy.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.